Aqua Kitty Milk Mine Defender? Aqua Kitty UDX, whatever that even means. This game is being played on a Nintendo Switch. It's part of a cartridge that I obtained from the Maryland Library System called Astro Aqua Kitty Pawsome Collection by Tiki Pod. This is a limited run print. Yeah, this is a limited run game release, so a physical copy of the game that's normally only available digitally. Limited run games are interesting for a lot of reasons, mainly because, like I said, they're usually games that are downloaded. These are games that are usually only available in digital form. Then they print out cartridges for people like me, or for people who don't have easy access to the internet. So they can keep games like this if they don't want to be dependent on a digital storefront to keep their games listed. This is apparently a side-scrolling shooter, kind of similar to In the Hunt, the old Subway game. The old submarine shoot 'em up that came out on the PlayStation 2, and I believe it was an arcade game. In the Hunt, I want to say, what else? I want to say it might also be similar to Defender in a way. If I can start over from the beginning, I will. You already completed that level. So let me reset my game save. That's fine. Okay, it's kind of adorable. So, for people who played Cat Quest 1 and 2, the Pawsome Pack, I guess this would be the successor to that game. A little something for the furries, I guess. So let's break out all the SWAT Cats references. So I can't select any other stage right now. Select game mode and difficulty. Why? Classic. Arcade. Dreadnought. I need to destroy the huge submerged dreadnoughts. I have no idea what that is. X button. Easy. So there's an easy mode in this game. Amazing. Okay, that's enough for me. So we'll press the A button to start the Buttermilk Bay quest, I suppose. So this is kind of like a Commodore 64 soundtrack, isn't it? Maybe closer to an Amiga, I suppose. Defend miners from the jelly grabs. So it is. I guess it's kind of like Defender. It's kind of like Defender meets Seaquest. Yeah, this is a Commodore 64 soundtrack. So, fire with the A button. Turbo fire is mapped to the B button, but it's limited. Like, there's a meter on the top of the screen that I'll show you. Let's see. Extra controls. Collect green gems and purchase upgrades. Okay. Check out the top of the screen there on the left-hand side where you see the profile. To the right of that, you see the hearts. Below that, there's a meter that's constantly depleting. That's the turbo fire meter. So keep your eye on that, because when you see the little red bullets fire out of my ship, that means the bar's being depleted more quickly. So the A button's for the regular attack. You can press the ZL button to turn around. So you can move backwards, but you move slowly. If you swim backwards, you're moving more slowly. So you're better off turning if you want to move in that direction more quickly. You can see on the top of the center of the screen, little dots on the radar. That shows where all the enemies are, kind of like in Defender, like I said. I think the screen wraps. I haven't played the game enough to know. I've only been playing the game for about 15 minutes. So be sure to turn around so you can move forward. You move forward more quickly than you do backwards. So just keep that in mind. So that depletes my turbo meter. Yeah, so that's what depletes my turbo meter, so keep that in mind. I think it goes up. Yeah, it goes up when I'm not shooting, I suppose. I guess it's always going up. As long as I'm not firing my turbo gun, it's always going up. And I'm not going online, so we can ignore that. If you skip, you will remain signed out for now. We're skipping. We're not going to do any leaderboards. So I saved them one miner. There was only one miner, right? Yeah, I guess there was only one miner. So level 2 and level 3. So we're still in Buttermilk Bay, huh? Creamy Cove, Moldy Depths, and the Curdling Gulf. Fine. Cats aren't supposed to drink milk, are they? Like, they're allergic to it, right? Cartoons lied to me. Try to chain enemy kills to increase score. Yeah, fine for you. Yeah. Note their explosions can be very helpful. I did not know that. Creates large explosions. Okay. We'll see what that does a bit later. Oh, careful. These guys don't play. So ZL or the L button turns you around. Oh, someone's running away. There we go. So he doesn't die when he falls and hits the surface, I suppose. I think someone's getting captured here. Just a second. Yeah, the red dots, I think, show the jellyfish. They're going to capture the divers. Yeah, someone got captured. So this game is like Defender. Another enemy showed up. Aren't we in the 4th wave yet? Yeah, add a turbo fire. That turbo fire does not last long. Oh, so those are the explosions that are helpful. So some of those explosions are helpful because it causes chain explosions. Okay. Not signing in. So this game is like Defender. Though I guess it's way easier, so that helps. No warping, though. Sub is immune to all explosions, that's cool. Try again once your gun is more powerful. Nautilus is tough-shelled and dangerous in groups. I recommend commas every now and then. Well, that's a grammar tip for all you young game developers, I suppose. Grammar is your friend. All your base are belong to us, by the way. You can also play with the D-pad if you want a bit more precision, which is nice. Wait, someone got kidnapped. Someone got kidnapped. There we go. So I guess you should use your turbo fire then. I do kind of like the pixel art here. Someone's getting kidnapped. I think I took a couple of hits. Another jellyfish over there. There he is. So I'm the yellow dot on the radar there at the top of the screen, which you can barely see. So you have to kill all the small enemies. Because that's the enemy at the top of the screen where it says enemy. Right above the where it says level complete, above that it shows the wave. The enemy shows the number of enemies left, I suppose. But those red jellyfish will respawn, though. So I think I'm supposed to kill all those small enemies so that they keep the red jellyfish from respawning. So I'm doing better than I thought. This game's way easier than Defender. So it's official, I finally played Defender on this channel. I don't think I've ever played Defender before on this channel. Uh-oh, they spell color with a U. It's always a bad sign. The color determines the power of when destroyed. Blue is time support, whatever that even means. Green is a bomb, red's for health, which is always good. timed weapons. Purple's for rear. Blue's for diagonal. Orange is for vertical. Gold fishy and silver fishy. That's a power-up I didn't need. Wonder if they disappear if I don't pick it up. Here they come. Spawn right on top of them. Just like in Defender. Yeah, well, no one's getting kidnapped. Wonder if I get more points if I don't use my turbo fire to save them. There's one over there. This can't be good. We'll have to shoot him from underneath, I suppose. Ow! Bastard? I don't really have any other options. Now we're cranking up the difficulty. I unlocked the thing. So the screen does wrap around like a Defender. So I guess we're flying around one big lake, huh? It's like one big Mobius strip, I suppose. Give me that. Careful! Oh, these are our companions. Okay. I thought they were going to shoot me. This is why they aren't doing any damage. I like these. Dig it. Options. Good old-fashioned ghost ships like in Gradius. How about we just avoid him? Ow! Took a shot to the face. There he is. Got him. Took too many hits now. Nice! Didn't think it'd be any good. Yeah. Let's bum rush him. Get over there in a hurry. Got him. Someone's chasing us, yeah. I think we blew something off. We popped the top. And I still died. Yeah, well, we can try again. Well, so I guess this is a 15 minutes of game video. TB does another 15 minutes of game. Someone got kidnapped. You have to turn your ship around. Or fly around the world with the screen wrap. Someone else got kidnapped again. I think there's only 2 people we have to save. I need a power-up. This is kind of bad. You should just focus on the jellyfish. I'll take that. Yeah, I didn't really want this, but I'll take it. Jellyfish up here. Yeah, keep an eye out for those little red dots. The small red dots, not the big ones. Well, my power-ups are gone. This can't be good. Ow! This level's tough. Maybe I should go back to the map. But I got a challenge every now and then. Okay, there's the jellyfish. There we go. Now you know. Someone got kidnapped over there. Stereo sound on the screams, by the way. Spread gun. That was on the other side. Give me that. Yeah, we got some companions. For crying out. Ow! Guess we'll try it one more time, then do the Dreadnought mode, I suppose. For a change of pace. There he is. Spawned right on top of him, practically. It's rough. Yeah. Someone got kidnapped. That's fine. There's another jellyfish down here. Ow, took another shot to the face. Not a power-up. Yeah, took another shot. I need a heart power-up. Here comes the boss. Other side? No, this side. Here comes the boss. Here, we're on wave number 5. Ah! We have to just avoid the bosses. Anyway. Okay, so what's the difference between this and the Dreadnought mode? Falling enemy depth charges down here. These slow 4 by time. Okay. Safely collide with Dreadnought structures. The brown ones are destructible. Shoot enough structures, okay. Bomb blasts are small at extreme depths, okay. Destroy the core! I played Gradius, I know what's up. I'm trying to think of games where bosses aren't just big old hit sponges. Because obviously the Mario games and the Zelda games don't have like big old hit sponges, really. Yeah. Got him. Ah! Careful. Ooga! Ooga! Dive! Dive! Ooga! Ooga! This rate of fire on this thing is not great. Bada boom! I win! I didn't save any miners. What are you gonna do? I was trying to go for 36 seconds. I'm pretty sure that wasn't gonna happen. That was the first one. Meowiana Trench. This is one of those games, isn't it? Let's see how the arcade mode is. Shoot these odd gemfish to make them drop a gem. Then purchase upgrades. But when do you purchase the upgrades? Maybe if you survive long enough, I suppose. I couldn't come up with a bunch of SWAT cats references for this video, so you have my sympathy. I couldn't think of them. I couldn't think of any more cat puns. No furry bait in this video, I'm afraid. Why is it called arcade mode instead of the normal mode? Got my gem. No, you don't. Well, Clear them all out. That. 2 more to go. Difficulty locked. Oh! That can't be good. But there's your problem. So you want to kill enemies in groups. You can get higher scores and bigger chain bonuses. I think my health is going up. I'll take that. Those explosions definitely work. You want those big old chains. Ow! Got me. Yeah, this turbo fire is extremely limited. I'm not really a fan. I guess I got health. Ow! So I press the Y button to activate the power-up? Yeah, purchase the upgrade. Okay, fine. I don't know, I think I'm more of a Luftrausers fan. Denver, you know, Defender to me is like, yeah, it's like whatever. Like, there are no real weapon power-ups, so I never really got into it. It was just hard. Like, it was just ruthlessly hard. It was just frustrating. Never really got the satisfaction of surviving, because everything was just a big freaking death gauntlet. If someone else needs help. Just a second. There he is. Got him. There is a jellyfish over here. It was behind. Ow! It was behind me though. So the arcade mode is just one life, huh? Yeah, screw that. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, so that was Aqua Kitty UDX on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know. Maybe the other game's better, I'm not sure. I did play a bit of it, so we'll see how that one goes. That one's more of a free roaming game, so I'm curious how that goes. This one feels more like Seaquest. Seaquest Defender, I suppose. Recorded this audio with my Skullcandy earbuds with the volume slider into the audio splitter into the USB-C i5 Create capture device, or is the J5 Create USB-C capture device, into my quad-core Windows 10 laptop, which is capturing this footage using the Windows 10 camera app at 60 frames a second.